It's hard to be good if you're down 3 levels all the time.
It's going to come down to Ionic's presence in this game.
Right.
Like last game, he was aggressive on the Achilles. This game, he's going to probably be more aggressive on the Naja, but I don't want to see him rotating towards solo lane anymore. That's been hurting him too much in the experience factor. He was level 8, I believe, when Neilma was still level 2 a little bit, but the way that Sam's been playing this set, at least, is not even looking for his own back camps. He's been too preoccupied with invading Trifecta's back camps in response.
Ionic is in some trouble. He only has the shell this time, so that horrific emblem is getting full value. That sets up first blood. Sanford Soccer locks him down, and Ionic goes back to beads. Take it from me, right?
It's the little steps that add up to step number 2 and 3.
Sash lands for max range from Ionic that locks down Zapman, who has the rewind, but I don't know if that's what he wants to use. Beads allow him to reposition, but Weak3n blinks over the wall. A great rotation from Trifecta to punish the bead from Zapman. The last time they ganked with Weak3n, just now they forced out his ultimate, so keep up this pressure. But they are going to be able to need to keep Ionic alive to make it worth it. He has the ultimate available. That's the end of Neilma. Ionic gets the second kill now for Trifecta, and the fight's not done. Wild Hunt comes out from the Kernanos. That shuts them down. Weak3n wants the knock-up, and that takes down Paul as well. Trifecta find 2 in the jungle.
Oh, but a cleanup after the blink out of Sanford Soccer. Doesn't want any more, despite Wowie not having much mana, or Weak3n for that matter. Zapman turning the corner, but it is still a 3-on-2 for Trifecta.
They're keeping up the fight on the purple buff as Belair goes up into the air on the solo side. Dash in aggressively from BRZA, and he's nearly punished as Sam turns around and punches him in the face. But it's Wowie who finds the kill. Since Sam talked about earlier, then this is the kind of performance they have to turn in. Trifecta are strong, but they might not be ready to show it just yet. As Belair's in some trouble, he gets brought down from one ultimate right into another. Is able to get some good healing off, but now the knock-up. He goes up into the air, uses it for damage more than for the retreat, and now makes it back to the tower. But Ionic has the sash. Meanwhile, elsewhere, Wowie gets Zapman. They've got pressure in 2 lanes.
Oh, wow. That was actually a 1v2, because Sanford's
over in duo.
The left side lane. It was a little bit of a bait tactic. Zapman fighting out Wowie. Remember that Sanford Soccer gets there. Oh no, Weak3n's actually there trying to assist in the matter, and the bait was there. It was actually a 2-on-1 where Weak3n got into the sky as we switched the camera. That's what it was. Kernanos in a perfect prime position that's trying to stack out those Devo gloves, but it's up to Trifecta now to hold on to their blue buff.
Stun lands onto Neil. Ducky deletes him. That's unfortunate if you're a fan.
Wow.
Get behind, because you're usually able to normalize it all out later.
Oh, no.
As this 1v1 might turn into a solo kill. Belair goes right up into the air and has some turnaround damage, but there's action in the left lane too. Weak3n went up to the air. He locks down Neilma, and that sets up a killing spree for the jungler, though he takes quite a bit of return damage. Zapman gets rewind off, and it's Sam who wants to even things up, but he can't lock Weak3n down, and now he has to settle with these 3 members in the back, but Zapman working together with Paul even things up.
Good stun from BRZA, keeping Paul in place. He did use the beats, but just creating enough distance to prevent all those ghosts. Gonna slow out Ionic and even stunning him out to increase the duration ×2, and it's up to Zap to play follow-up.
BRZA drops 2 bombs. No way he can keep track of where Wowie is, so I gotta think that's Paul in that situation. They know that BRZA's missing.
He's gotta peek his head around the corner as Ionic gets his head peeked and blown off out of Zapman.
Zapman takes him down. A nice kill for the Kronos to try and even up that kill count. He's at 2-2-0. Neilma in some trouble as Ducky takes him up into the sky, brings him right back down, and who's there but a Weak3n to punish to get the 8th kill of the game for Trifecta.
If you're Weak3n, they're losing your speed buff. Yeah, you got the goal here. Yeah, you got a kill, but you lost your speed buff, buddy.
Zapman even still has the pressure here in this dual lane, and he's got Sanford Soccer looping around underneath. He tanks the tower for a bit, takes 2 shots. Zapman not looking for the kill. He's looking for the tower. Poor Sam, he ends up falling. I don't know if they were on the same page for that.
Well, he did use rewind, so he had to stop DPS, had that stun connected. I think the rest of Trifecta could have looked for more poke, but now with a Void Shield, Neilma going to be a little bit more tanky, looking for literally anybody at this point.
But the bombs continue to rain from BRZA, and that will melt Neilma. And that'll be the end of the dog. Ionic does find the sash, but Belair level 15, unintimidated. He keeps up the chase. Now it's Ducky who's stuck in between 4. He does find a nice big stun and some healing, but Paul burns him down the card a little bit too much.
The double magical damage. Paul and Zapman abusing this early game Arthur. 16 minutes in, and they're still looking for more. Ionic now is not even safe under his own tier 2 tower.
He ends up falling. Belair with the bat out of hell can keep up the pressure, though Sam needs some help. Overhead kick lets him reposition, and Weak3n goes up, but there's no way Weak3n Weak3n can jump in. He certainly does. He at least gets the kill to complete the rampage, and he makes it out.
Well, the question is he going to get escaped after Paul and Zap is done with Lasbro? Wowie's actually going to be the next target, but Tier 2 tower safety. Going to get some pod shots off. Pyromancer and Fire Giant are up. They have the DPS, I think, if they want it, with Zatman.
I think so, too. They're going to settle for the Pyromancer now as Belair keeps TRIFECTA in a different area code of the map. They can't even make their way in. Ducky's making a rotation, though, which could potentially be interesting, but Weak3n had no way out. Paul shuts him down. That's too much damage. Ducky's not even considering the Pyro. He wants this Zhong Kui, but Neil has the stun, leaps in, and the Horrific comes out as well, and now Ducky's been turned on and deleted. Belair finds one, too. SK Gaming turning up.
Oh my goodness, Belair. Not taunting by standing still there, folks. I want to do, because if TRIFECTA fight outside their Tier 2 tower, that's when Belair peels off of the solo tower, starts rotating, and plays cleanup crew, essentially.
Well, SK Gaming now want to push down this Phoenix. They're already chunking it. Neo can't find the stuns, but he can find the duck, brings him back towards everyone else, and there's already too much damage. Locked down and removed. A killing spree for Zapman as they take down the tank. Now, what about this mid Phoenix? They don't even have Sam here. He's threatening and right as Belair blinks in and keeps Ionic busy on the back.
Nothing Ionic can do without the Windfire wheel. Stunning in now. He has nowhere else to go. Weak3n on the backline, going to knock up Neil Ma, but that's not the target you want.
Neil Ma's low, but they've gotten exactly what they wanted. They've gotten this mid-side Phoenix. They've gotten Lasbra, and they can move right on in. I don't even think they need anything else. It's Weak3n, Ionic, and Wowie, and SK Gaming can push in, though they do slow down a bit. They want Ionic first. A nice clean pick for Zapman. 4, 2, and 5 on the chrono so far. This Titan's swinging away, but I don't know if it can hang. Not against the might of SK Gaming. They're barreling in to the Titan room, and TRIFECTA try as hard as they might. I don't know if they've got quite enough. Half HP on the Titan, but they're holding for now and forcing back SK.
Trying to run away is Weak3n a little bit low. Titan is reset. Zatman doing some damage, as is Paul. Going down to the Titan with Wowie getting credit. Sanford Soccer is low. Titan, 50% health. And SK Gaming looking for the 3-0.
TRIFECTA are holding on, though. They're holding on for every bit that they have. Lasbra's found some damage, but it just isn't enough. Zatman takes Weak3n. Zatman and the squad take the game. 3-0, that's the set, as SK look good.
It seemed like an easy day in the office.